Hi, my name's Zan and I am one of the e-commerce coaches at TWH. Today I'm looking at the Ocean's Best website and I'm going to have a look through and see if there's anything we can do with the site to improve it and help it reach its goals. So the number one thing I'm looking at when I land on a website is, firstly, do I know within a few seconds what it is that they're trying to sell me or show me? Anybody that lands on your site needs to know instantly what it is you sell and also why they should care. If they don't, they're going to navigate away pretty quickly. So the best place to show people what it is you do is this area which is called above the fold. Basically, it's the top half of the website that you can see without having to scroll any further on your computer. So above the fold, we've got the navigation, the main navigation, and we've got this banner area. These are very, very important spaces and the best place to tell our story. So in the navigation on this site, we have home, about, services, our stories, and contacts. It's a little ambiguous. I can see that we have bridging the seafood gap as a tagline here, but I'm still not 100% on what it is you are selling me. To make more space on the navigation, you can remove home. Most people know by now that you can click on either the logo to get back to where you were or click the back button. So if you remove the home and move the about either to the footer or the end of the main nav, we've got more space to expand on these areas: retail, aquarium, and refrigeration. So I would expand on these and say live seafood retail, live seafood wholesale, aquarium services, and refrigeration, just to give your consumer a really, really clear idea on what it is you're selling them. I would then combine our stories and about, just to give more space and make it easier and clearer to navigate. You can back up the information we're showing in the navigation by adding a really clear tagline to your main banner, and also using images that correlate well with what it is that you're selling. These images are fine. Still doesn't really tell me what it is that you do, so they definitely need to be backed up with a clear statement, like New Zealand's premier seafood supplier. But if you could tell me why that should matter to me, that would be even more valuable as a consumer and would really draw me in. Also in this banner, we want to make sure that it fulfills our main goal. So your main goal may be to sell live seafood products to the public or to consumers. So in that case, we would have a button underneath our tagline that says shop live seafood. And then people can click on it and they can go directly there. The second section on our website should focus on our secondary goal. So maybe that for you is wholesaling. So you want to have some really clear information in here about wholesale. Here we're presenting visitors with 4 different options, and they may not be ready to look at these yet. So it would be better to break these up so it's not so overwhelming into sections, so people can make a natural progression down through the site. Another thing I noticed here is that these icons aren't correlating well with the words that I'm seeing. So with local seafood wholesale, maybe you could use an icon of a kiwi or the map of New Zealand. The export one is fine. Most people will equate this kind of globe image with exporting, but you could also use a cargo ship. Here with tank seawater service, an image of a tank would be a lot easier to understand. And then with the fridge/cool room support, an image of a fridge would make more sense here. Okay, so here we've got some more information. It's a little hard to read. We want to make everything easy to see at a glance. So we'd break this down into multiple sections and make sure that each of the buttons or calls to actions will drive people to where we want them to go. Here you've got some beautiful imagery that you could utilize better by adding this into the banner of the site, which is this area we talked about here. You could also just make each image larger and have it as a carousel. Again, we've got a banner with a lot of text on it. This could be broken down or added to another page. This is not as easily digestible at a glance. I really like that you've got your phone number easily accessible as well as your times available. For customers, this should be available in the footer so that it is visible on every page. Another thing in the footer we're missing is the legal pages. So terms of service, privacy policy, and refunds and returns. And if you're shipping the seafood, how is it being shipped? A shipping page would help customers make up their mind and see if they're going to buy from you or not. On the About page, we've got these beautiful images again, which could be utilized by expanding them out and making them larger. This image here, for example, is kind of being cut off or distorted a little bit, so I would realign that. Here we have quite a large About page, but the text is a little small and hard to read. Another thing we want to do with the About page is we want to build trust with the buyer and make sure that they really understand not only who we are, but how we can help them and the benefit of shopping with us. If I go to read more, take it to your services page, and it looks like there are some images that are missing here and some text formatting issues. So as a customer, when you see a missing image or a spelling mistake, something like that, it can really erode the trust you have with the customer. If these people don't know who you are and they're landing on your website, would they feel comfortable handing over their credit card information? So if we take a look under retail here, so it looks like we have another image that is missing, and if I don't scroll, I'm gonna think that there's nothing on this page. Again, this text is a little small and could be made bigger, and it would be really great to make the text hyperlink a full button. When I click on this link, it actually opens to a blank page. It says that the site can't be reached. So it would be great to get that link fixed up so that customers can start purchasing from your site. The same with the wholesale. Expand these out. You also have a credit application form that opens as a PDF. This is a little bit cumbersome and hard for people to use. If you could embed a form into the website where people can fill it out online, your conversion on the form would increase immensely. The easier you make it for someone to shop with you, the more they're going to shop with you. We're also missing a video here. It looks like the video may have been removed from YouTube. Under our stories, these are great things to have, but could these be combined into one? This one here, gallery and news, looks like we're missing some images again. In the contact form is great. The only thing I would add here is when people can expect to hear back from you so they're not left waiting. I hope that was helpful. Thank you.